Hello, is this Joel Grind from Toxic Holocaust?
This is him.
Dude, what's going on, man? This is Zach Moonshine from Metal Devastation Radio.
How's it going, dude?
I'm doing great, man. So tell us, what's going on in the world of Toxic Holocaust?
What's going on? Basically, getting geared up for the tour with Soulfly that takes off in about a week from now. So, looking forward to that. Other than that, just, trying to keep busy. Hopefully, more tours in the future.
Fuck yeah, man. So, well, I guess it's not new album anymore. It came out last year, but, Future, Primal Future, man. What's your thoughts on it? How do you feel about it?
I'm happy that it's finally out. It was a while in the making, and it's great to finally get another record out there and starting the cycle all over again. The touring and the interviews and everything else. It's cool to be active again with this, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah, man. I fucking love it, dude. Everything I've heard off of it so far is just it's badass, dude. It's Toxic Holocaust 100,000%, man.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
So, as far as the recording process for this record, was it any different from previous records, or?
I sort of went back to the roots of the way I started the band with recording-wise and all that stuff. So I basically set up a home area to record drums and stuff like that, and did everything at home, man. Did the mixing, everything, and that was kind of harkening back to the way I started the band. First two records and the demos and stuff I did by myself, DIY in my house, and wanted to kind of capture that spirit again, and I figured that would be the best way for 20 years from on in the band, 20-year anniversary. You might as well go back to the roots and start over like it was,
Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to ask you about that. So you're doing everything on this record.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty big undertaking, but honestly, unlike the first couple records that I did by myself, I have 20 years of experience now, so it was quicker than it was back in the day. I kind of semi-know what I'm doing, and at least I have a direction now. Like, I know, instead of back then, I would kind of just record stuff and then not really know what to expect at the end. But now I kind of have a clear vision of what I want it to sound like, and I just go in that direction. So that's what I guess what an experience will do for you. Makes things a little faster, and it gets you, I think, better results.
Hell yeah, man, for sure. As far as well, you've got the live shows coming up with Soulfly. Is there anything else, any other tours coming up that you can tell us about?
Right now, I think we're going to be heading over to Europe in the summer, and then for other tours right now, I don't know anything yet, but I'm sure other things will pop up. We've been pretty busy lately, so just like to stay active with that and keep on the road. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing more.
That's pretty exciting that you're going on the road with Soulfly, man. Fucking Max Cavalera, dude. Dude,
I'm so fucking stoked.
Hell yeah, man.
He's a legend, man, and huge influence on me, so it's gonna be cool.
Definitely. Speaking of influences, can you tell us about some of your influences growing up? Like, what got you into metal?
Stuff like, I was always kind of more leaning a little bit more towards like the I guess like of course the thrashy stuff, but also more like the more rock and roll influence stuff, a la like Venom and Motorhead, things like that. So it's like that I try to incorporate that stuff, and then as well as the thrash, not just straight up balls to the wall thrash stuff. I'd like to add a little bit of that element in there as well. So yeah, stuff like that, like Bathory and and of course punk stuff too, GBH, Discharge, things like that.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I can definitely hear some of those influences coming out in some of your songs, man, for sure. That's cool. As far as like for all the gearheads out there that are listening, what kind of gear are you using?
Oh man, I'm a pretty big gear nerd myself. But I keep it honestly. I like gear, but I keep it pretty simple for Toxic because I kind of carved a sound that I like, and I figured, why really change something that's working. But mainly for guitar, I use a JCM 800 Marshall, and then just have like tube screamer or something like that in front of it to push the front end a little bit, and maybe mix it in with another amp. Like I just sold a PV VTM 120, and that's pretty cool, and mix that in there. But yeah, just keep it pretty simple, kind of in the Marshall realm, and then bass, just the standard, Ampeg stuff, SVT or whatever, and drums, just whatever I can really get my hands on. I'm not. I like to play drums, but I don't get too nerdy with the drum gear. So.
Hell yeah! As far as playing live with a full band on stage, how's that experience like? As opposed to,
it seems to be working really well, man. I mean, it's a kind of a unique experience considering that the record was done solo, and then we have to bring it to the road, but with a full band, and it seems to be working great, man. I mean, these songs are gonna translate well live. They're tailored to be live music, so should be pretty fun.
Fuck yeah, man. For anybody out there who has never seen you guys live, what can you tell them to expect at a live show?
Just the standard thrash kind of stuff. A lot of circle pitting and stage diving, stuff like that. I mean, that happens quite a bit at our shows. And, we don't like to really, like I said, we have a new record out, but, we don't really like to bombard the fans too much with all new material, because when I go see a band that has a new record out, it's cool to hear one or two songs, but you don't want to hear the full new album. You might not really be familiar with it, or you want to hear some of the old stuff. Of course, that's what got you there. So, for the live stuff, I like to, do a pretty heavy set of older tracks that people know, and then incorporate just a few new ones in there to, have, not get too bored, and like try to mix up the set a little bit for us too, have some fun. But yeah, so I think that's what you should expect, is something like, just a good time really, and some classic tracks and some new ones.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, speaking of throwbacks, the album cover, the art for this record is fucking awesome. I love it, dude. And
thank you.
For somebody who I grew up in the 80s, so like I feel it, dude. It brings back so many memories of like fucking video game cartridges and just the whole thing from then, man. Like how did you guys come up with that?
That's kind of what it was. It was like I was kind of thinking of some stuff where I wanted something that like kind of reminded me of like if I went to like go into like one of those like VHS rental stores when I was a kid, where I'd go to the sci-fi section or whatever, and you'd see like covers that looked like that, and that was always intriguing to me. And like you said, video games and stuff. I just wanted a cover that kind of depicted what I was talking about with the lyrics, kind of like a futuristic world that's sort of dystopian.
Yeah. I totally feel it, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, Joel, is there as far as any other? I mean, as far as your next releases or anything, is there anything? What about a live album? Any plans to put out a live album at some point?
We've been like slowly compiling live recordings, but nothing planned yet. But I've been thinking about it, because I got some pretty good live sounding, some stuff that was recorded pretty well live. So just maybe you'll see that in the future.
Hell yeah, that'd be badass, man. Fuck yeah. Well, Joel, I'm about out of questions for you, man. Is there anything else you want to add? Let the people know.
I just want to thank everyone for the support over the years, and hopefully I see you on the road. I'm going to continue doing what I do, and hopefully you continue with the support. I appreciate it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, before I let you go, I got to get you to make a station tag, all right?
Cool.
All right, whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Joel from Toxic Holocaust, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
Cool. Ready?
Yeah.
This is Joel Grind from Toxic Holocaust. You're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah, dude. Right on, man.
Awesome, dude.
Well, thanks a lot for taking the time, dude, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Sounds great, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.